Taurus, how you doing? How are you? Taurus, it's very early in the morning. It's Steve. It's Johnny. Johnny's back, is what I'm hearing. Someone's back again. Back again, Jen. Jen, I know what love is, Jen, eh? It's like going through the same thing again, Jen, is what I'm hearing. Again, Jen, engine number 9. You can't be dealing with a Virgo. And an engine, also like a Cancerian or a car. And it's like, oh, my car broke down, I've got to go back again. It's like, oh, I've got to go back again, Jen, with the engine. So, the engines. What is there, quite a lot of Cancerians here? Or Aquarius? Okay, so you're dealing with Aquarians. No, not Sagittarians. I'm hearing Aquarians and Jens and Julians and Jasons and Justins and Jay, the name Jay. Jasmine, Julian, Justin, Jason, John, Jay. Okay, someone could be in a same-sex relationship here is what I'm hearing. Okay, because I'm hearing Jay is gay. So, something like that. But yeah, so trust me, half the time these channel messages, as soon as I turn on this camera, they surprise me. So you've got a big surprise. It was like, man, you've got a big surprise coming. Somebody is coming in somebody's door, whichever way it is. They're either back physically or they're like coming in the back door, is what I'm hearing. Because you've got a Jim Morrison reference, the back door man. It's simply what we're in Taurus, I'm sorry. But like, I mean, if this isn't you guys, I don't know what this is. But, well, it's a thing, it's something. It's saying, well, it's something, isn't it? It's like, well, if you're on, then we might as well stick it in that one. So, what the fuck, you know? Why do I get out of my head, Taurus? What are you doing? Someone's like, well, you know, if that's all we got, then we're going to have to go in one of the doors at least. So if we can't go in the front one, we're going to have to go in the back one. So, I mean, some of you could be on your monthly. And you're like, well, you know what, if I'm on my monthly, then I've got one door, that's kind of out of service, but it's either my car needs servicing or my back door needs servicing. Now, for some of you, right, you might physically have to have your physical back door sorted out because it might be broken, like your actual back door is broken. Physically, okay, we're coming out of this part, but something in your house, like your back door is probably broken and you need a back door, okay? But I'm definitely hearing, though, that somebody is like, well, if one of the doors is open, well, at least we can go through that one, but the back door is broke. So we need to kind of like barricade the back door open, the back door, because it's broke, and use the front door in our house, physically. But some of you, those messages are getting slightly misconstrued with the... well, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't even have to be a same-sex relationship. Why do I get this? Why do I get this? Okay, because I'm just hearing so many door references of Jim Morrison, but also the back door man. Can't use the back door because it's blocked, so you're going to have to use the front. There's no way that you're going through that back door. You're going to be going in the front. So some of you have said, I don't think so. There's only one front door to this palace. So you're kind of like, right, you're going to have to take the front door. But some of you are kind of like, well, you know, the front door's out of service for this month, so we might as well just use the back. Okay, so then some of you now have got a message of where this really is around having your car serviced, like so you really could be dealing with a Cancerian, right? And you service cars, like, I mean, your sex life could be cushy, bruv. If you're a geezer, your sex life's set, right? You know, you're all right. You've got your brown wings and everything, right? You got everything sorted. But for some of you, this is just like a valet service or a car service, and your car needs servicing. It could be involving someone around the workplace that is a Cancerian, but it's definitely involving cars, like cars, right? Like Jimmy Carr. I'm also hearing Jimmy Carr, but like Jim, James, Jasmine, Justin, Julian, Jason, but anything beginning with J, right? So you're kind of like, well, it needs servicing, so you know we might as well get the car valeted while we're at it. So I don't know if you're going to have it washed, if you've got a new car or anything like that. Man, this really does relate to my life. But like, no. But something like, Like, I've got a car, or I am the person that washes cars, services cars, I'm buying a car, I need a car, or like someone just rocks up with a new car and then you valet it and service it and blah blah blah, and this is the person that you meet on their way of having their car washed, serviced, valeted, or you're on the way of buying a new car, or you have done, or you work there, or you just really have big references of Cancerian for a lot of you, right? Some of you, your sex life is, well, brother, I really don't know. It's either like really good and you're kind of like, well, you know what, sweetheart, you know, if your front door's broken, then we might as well go in the back. It's kind of like, well, you know what, you know, I'm on, so, you know, I still feel as if I'm in the mood for dancing. So, like, you know what, I'm still in the mood, so, you know what, let's go for it. So, I mean, if this isn't happening to you, you're going to be thinking, man, Steve's a raving lunatic. Why on earth is he talking about all this stuff? Well, pussy. So, like, Silver's back up in the gang of like, man, you're just reading my emails of these people. So, because I'm hearing there's too many people with a piece of cake. Now, bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pack it and prick it just like with B or something. Buttercup, baker's man. So you got something to do with an Aries, because they had a lot of that. And it's a lot to do with baking cakes, making cakes, baking, the name Baker. Okay, Sam. I'm also hearing Sam. You right, Sam's? But like Sam, like Sam, Beezy, Sam, Zizi, Sam, Zizi, Sam. Sorry, can you all remember that song, right? It was called Sam Beezy, but I'm hearing Sam, Zizi, Sam, Zizi, Sam, Zizi, Sam. Or some sort of exam that you have to go for, like an examination. Well, you might need to after that. But I need to go and have an examination. Now, is this medical or pharmaceutical or something? Because they're hearing, well, I'm going to need to go for an operation. So, I mean, I don't know. Unless you work places. I'm not really picking up strong places of people that work for the NHS. But I'm, well, maybe, yeah. Jen, Jen, Jen. I know what love is, Jenny. So, yeah. Somebody's got references of like back door, front door, back door, front door. I'm also hearing string of beads from up Leeds. Some of you are up from Leeds. So you're up north, up Leeds. What's it like up String of Beads? I used to live near there. String of Beads, Leeds, or the name Lee or Leanne. But String of Beads, Leeds. Yeah. How's it up there? Up north. Not far from Sheffield, right? But yeah, Leeds. String of Beads. Let's see. What else have you got, Taurus? Well, you could have many things, trust me. It depends on which holes they're going up and in. Because I can't quite figure out your love life, to be honest, because it feels like, well, it's a love life, but it's more of a sex life at the moment. It's like, well, I've got a sex life. So, it feels like a lot of sexting, like text sexting, but like a lot of like nude pictures or something, because I am hearing nude by Radiohead. Happens to be one of my favourite songs, was Nude. Okay, so I'm hearing rude nude pictures, rude nude, or Rudy. Wow, so football, right? So some of you into football. Rudy, used to play for England, and also, well, what did Rudy play for? Tottenham Hotspur, I think, for a while. Rudy, was it? Did Rudy? I don't know. Any English folk out there like football? I can't stand it, but I know Rudy was a part of like a football team. But I'm hearing Rudy, a rude awakening. Oh, someone through their awakening is having a good old go on someone's energy. Is having a good old go on Jen. So I'm hearing, well, I'm having a good old go on your energy. So, man, y'all don't even have to be around this person. This person's just having a good old go on your energy. They're thinking about you constantly, going over it in their head like, let's get these out. So, what on earth is going on? Well, probably that for a lot of you. A flat. I'm also hearing a flat tyre. Flat tyre? Moleskine tyre. In this calling in from the sea, my desire. Someone's listening to the radio a lot. It's like those people that work in I don't know, say even if you're a car mechanic and you're sitting there and the radio constantly comes on like all day, and it's like after every 5 minutes it's like, and this is the time, and you're like, oh Jesus Christ, what's the time, Mr. Leo? What's the time, Mr. Wolf? And so you've got to be dealing with Leos, and it's like, well, what's the time, Mr. Wolf? And it's like, it's dinner time. So but you're like, I don't know, I can hear people that work in factories or shops or stuff like that, and these like songs just keep coming on. Songs for the deaf. You can't even hear it. Like Queens of the Stone Age. Well, there's the Queen. But like songs for the deaf. Like a collaboration of like, well, I mean, Josh Homme, when they made Songs for the Deaf, it was basically a radio station, right? So something to do with maybe Angel Radio or radio station, or like it is a radio. But I'm hearing, all we hear is Radio Gaga. All we hear is Radio, I hear someone still loves you. Someone still loves you, Taurus. Someone's got to, right? But yeah. Well, I mean, for instance, say if you haven't heard these songs, listen out for them, right? Because they're more than likely going to be playing on the radio. So I'm hearing they're more than likely going to be playing on the radio, and I need to keep listening to the radio to see when it comes up. So I don't know if you're dealing with a star or an Aquarian, or like if you're dealing with somebody that is physically famous and they actually make music on the radio itself. Lucky Llama Jamma. But like Mama Jamma, Mama, 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 Mama Mia, Mama Mia, Mama Mia, let me. Capricorn. The Beelzebub has a devil for a side for me, for me, for me. Bam, 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 bam. Anyway, I'm not going to exhaust all of my energy, Jenny. I know what love is, Jenny. Do you? That sounds like you know what sex life is. So, yeah, something to do with Jenny. Jenny, don't be hasty. You might be looking pasty. But yeah, Jenny, don't be hasty. Paolo Nutini. Anyway, that's some weird shit. I wasn't expecting that first thing in the morning at 8 o'clock. It took me by surprise. I think it did going up there like, woohoo, that's the wrong one. No, it isn't. That's what the guys would say anyway. No, that's not the wrong one. I thought that was the right one. Cameron. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. There you go, that's a prediction of the baby. I don't know these people's... I'm going to keep going telling everybody. But the baby that I predicted, Fantasia. Baby D. D's nuts. Something to do with Baby D. Yeah, something to do with Camtasia or Cam. But I am hearing Camtasia. But Cameroon. See, there's football as well. Cameroon, or kangaroo. Someone from down under. You're right there, Cameroon. But like, yeah, Cameroon or Cam, or have you got room cam? Have you got room cam? That's what I can hear. Have you got a room camera? Somebody's got a room camera, like in their room, a camera in their room. So someone's just given birth to a baby. And they've got like a, they're like, listen, you can't go in there, but you can go in here if you want, because I've just had a baby. I've just had a baby, Jono. So, yeah, something to do with like someone from up Cannock or Dudley. But, yeah, that would be North Cannock. Well, sorry, I'm losing my flow. Somebody has got a nanny cam. They're probably just giving birth to a baby and they've got a camera in the room and it's just kind of like, rah, rah, rah. And you're like, just play it on the radio. It's like, all we hear is, and the baby's like, ah. But like, just play it some music. Just play it some music. Especially if it's the baby that I predicted. There is something about that boy. Oh yes, there is. He was extremely special. Why is that? Because he was born on my birthday. That was my girlfriend's brother's wife. Gave birth. Something about the boy. It was a boy. It was born a water sign, like I said. The thing that I didn't know, because I was actually saying its name as well, but the thing that I didn't know is that it was going to be born on my birthday and it was going to have my placements. 7. Oh no! But, yeah. I'm seeing a nanny cam anyway. A nanny cam. Nanny cam. Anyway. There's your intergalactic weird shit, Taurus. How you doing? How you getting on? What is the matter with me this morning? I feel a good, light, vibrant energy around you, but let's see what the tarot cards say, right? So we're looking at from the 20th, Taurus. From the 20th, and that'll be till the 27th, right? So we're just doing weeklies constantly. As soon as these are done, I'll do the monthlies. Fucking hell, bruv. I can't take that one. You're dealing with a very... I'm only going to take the top one because of what I said, but there's too many there. You got to be dealing with a Cancerian, Jen. But I can't take all of those, but shit, the Queen of Swords flew up in reverse. Some of you could have a controlling mother or a controlling boss, whichever way it is, but who hasn't, right? But the Queen of Swords was in reverse, but there was too many cards there for me to really take that. Some of you are dealing with Robbie. Take that, Robert. Take that, Robbie. Just take it. Just take it. Take it, Harry. Someone's like, just take it, Harry. Take the baby, Harry. Take it. Take it, Harry. Harry. Oh, what's Prince Harry? I've got no idea what's going on with all that stuff. Is that still going on in the media? In the media. Why am I getting someone's like, ugh. I don't know, I had a vision of my head of this old geezer like, ugh. Don't know what that's for. What do you want? But yeah, Cancerian, Jen. So some of you, like I said, it's N-Gen number 7. Sven. You see, that's also goddamn football, right? Sven. Who's Sven is a manager, right? Sven. So some of you are like complete and utter like Fruit Loop football addicts, like complete. You gotta be from the UK, bruv. Like football, Sven, like Gaza and all that, like. But Gaza's retired and drunk and pissed. Oh no. Oh no, Taurus. You're gonna have to look out for the Cancerians because they're probably drink driving or something. So be very careful. We always do that. That's the person that would have moaned and said, "Well, it looks like you're just saying the same thing over and over again." That was in the Cancerian reading. Go and watch someone else then, bruv. Go and watch someone else because you obviously got no fucking idea whatsoever. So there's no idea, right? But yeah, some sort of like clueless. I'm also hearing clueless. Oblivion. Oh, wow, Oblivion. So Terror Breaks, Oblivion. So, wow, holy shit. Hope you're watching, Gail. And, sorry, anyone know Terror Breaks, Oblivion? God, man. Best singer I've ever really known, and I can't remember his proper name. So I hope you're not watching, and you're like, this is my name. Sorry, Turin Breaks, Gail, and Gail is the guitarist, singer. Oh Jesus! Sorry if you're watching, man. It's because I'm on. It's because I'm on the actual camera. That's why. But yeah, Turin Breaks, Oblivion. The back man screaming out like a guidance line, but 1 foot on the road now and the sidewalks driving. With a WD-40 in their brains, the screechy little brakes complain. Oh, come save me from myself. I can't be 1 foot on the shelf. You said you'd always fall for the underdog. Yeah, that's not Oblivion, but that's the underdog. It's the only one I can remember on spot. But yeah, Scott. I'm also hearing Scott. But yeah, something to do with put 1 foot on the road now. So you've definitely got something to do with put 1 foot on the road now, where the sidewalks driving. With a WD-40 in their brain. WD-40. UB40. Someone's also listening to UB40. Red wine. This person drinks wine. Drinks red wine. Red wine. Red wine goes to my head. Makes me forget that I'm... Yeah, wow. So the radio. So a star then. You must know a star. So that's what I was saying, man. Sorry, but I have been commenting, to be honest, and I don't know if you would have found it, but I've been commenting on Terror Breaks Official, and obviously I don't know, Ollie, sorry Ollie, I very much doubt you're watching, but he's from London. There you go, man, you all must be watching, right? From London. Ollie is from London. Ollie and Gail, Terror and Breaks, and man, I can't wait till they open again, because that's the show that I would go and watch. It actually made me cry the last time I went to see them. But don't tell them that. But yeah, very emotional, great acoustic band. Go back to acoustic stuff. But yeah, the acoustics. So something about the acoustics, but yeah. So sorry, I've actually got very distracted, Taurus. Yeah, something to do with God knows. I'm kind of thinking that one of my favourite they're an underground band. I don't think that Terror Breaks ever really did make it over to America. Not that they wouldn't make it in America, but yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Let's see Taurus, because everybody's going to be like, what on earth are you going on about? One of my favourite bands could well be watching, because I said Star Radio. You might know one. There you go, right? Taurus. Taurus. Squeaky little brakes complain. Oh, can't save me. Some of you are married already. You're married. This is Jono. But yeah, 4 of Wands. So happy ever after. But yeah, travelling, doing a lot of renovations around the home, living at home, working from home. I'm also hearing working from home, or working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Someone likes Dolly Parton. They constantly listen to that. Or Elvis Presley as well. I'm also hearing wise men say only fools rush in. It's like, well, look, don't rush into the marriage. It's like, no, but we need to get married, or we are married. But it's like someone's going to rush straight in with the M words. Now, you could be called Melissa, Maria, Matilda, all the M's. Melissa Dawn, from Dusk Till Dawn, also from Dusk Till Dawn. So, wow, that's an actor, right? Because I'm picking up the person that wrote From Dusk Till Dawn. Forget what his name is now because I'm on spot. I keep hearing Scott or Spot. What's a hot spot not? Something also to do with man, yo, UK lot will know who that was, right? What's a hot spot not? He actually got killed, to be honest. I think he did. Sorry. Oh man, what's that? Somebody from your past got killed in an accident, is what I'm hearing. Somebody that you may have known died in an accident. Not saying you, saying that I'm hearing that somebody died. Somebody died. The coroner wrote the report. Girls on top. Jennifer, Ruby Wax, Jennifer, and you out there remember Girls on Top? But Ruby Wax, Jennifer Saunders, girls just wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have. That's all they really want. Mama, you been bad. She was in it as well. Man, what has your reading turned out to be, Taurus? Sorry, but I just go with what's in here, right? It's more entertaining. When you actually get to the nitty-gritty of what a lot of people want, right? That's the bit sometimes that you have to pay for, I'm sorry. But that is the Patreon part. That's where we get serious with the cards, okay? Generally, I just channel and do some weird shit just to entertain you all for a little while. But, yeah, you should be moving for a lot of you. Like, you're either doing a lot of travelling, but you're, like, extremely happy at the 4 of Wands. Like, a lot of you here, you physically are married. Right, you really are, and your person that you could be going out with or married to is a Cancerian for a lot of you. Okay, they probably travel to and from their parents, because I'm hearing someone goes to see an apartment. So I'm like hearing going to look for an apartment. Now you either work in an apartment store or you're going to look for an apartment, because I'm definitely hearing that somebody lives in like a nice apartment. Okay, okay, apartment. But yeah, you're just about to say that again, Steve, right? Yeah, apartment. So I'm a part meant. Part meant. I meant to. Mentor. Someone's a mentor. Someone's mentor. I'm hearing Tory Wilcox as well. Jesus, Tory Wilcox. But like a mentor. Somebody like music wise or has a mentor. Mental. Chicken Oriental. Someone's definitely from London. But like mental, chicken Oriental. But like I don't know if somebody suffers from anything mentally. Or there's a mentor, because I keep saying a mentor, or the name Tory. That'd probably be the Tory party. But like Torian. Victoria, Vicky, like Victorian times. That's got to be an omen. Vicky or Victorian times. Like medieval. Medi. Meds. I need my meds. This could be Patty Mayo. But like meds. Hopefully no one's out on bonds, because if your name's James or anything like that, James. But like Patty Mayo, I'll become smashing your back doors in, bruv. Yeah, trust me. That's the front door, back door. That'll be Patty Mayo. Where's the bond? You owe us for that car. I paid it. But like, yeah, something to do with you owe me for the car. You owe me for the car. Jimmy Carr though, I keep hearing Jimmy. James, Jimmy. But trust me, if you're like, yeah, no, there's things about the car, that's going to be Patreon. That's going to be where I'm going to see what's really going on with the cards, Johnny. Someone does that a lot, like Goofy. Is Goofy? Hey Pluto! Hey Goofy! Pluto? Something to do with Pluto. Is Pluto moving? Who knows? Pluto, I'm hearing. Yes, I have Pluto! Pluto! Yeah, look at your Pluto as well. Pluto. Cluedo. Like Inspector Cluedo is also what I'm hearing. Cluedo? Like Play-Doh. Play-Doh. Someone's like moulding things a little bit like Mulder and Scully, the X-Files. X marks the spot, could have been a Capricorn. But the X-Files, people believe in the extraterrestrials. Not my thing, you probably need a tinfoil hat for that one. But like, yeah, Mulder and Scully. But like, moulding, Mulder. From Malta. From Malta. Like, so, yeah. Malta. Kevin, proud, but like from Malta. The water from Majorca don't taste like it oughta. No, don't drink water. When you come over here, you can drink as much water as you like out the tap. Do what you want. Especially if you're from up north. If you're from up north and you drink water, bruv, they got fantastic water up north. They have. That's where they make steel. That's where they make all the British steel mainly from up north, because it goes through all the. I'm going to give you an education lesson about up north. But yeah, great water. You don't even have to use toilet duck or anything if you live up north. If you're in Sheffield and places like that, man, toilet duck and all things like scale that you get in your coffee and all that, I don't have to worry about that. Their water is so clean that you don't get lime scale. Well, like Lima, I'm also hearing the name Lima. So that's someone that's South African, right? South Africa, someone from South African, Lima. Hopefully no one's got Lyme's disease. I'm also hearing Lyme's disease or Lying's disease. Some Leo could have a Lying's disease, but who doesn't? But like Lyme's disease, I'm hearing limes. Spit and rhymes also. Spit and rhymes with limes. What rhymes with limes? Lions, Ryans. Ryan Reynolds. Also, Ryan, what? Ryan Reynolds? Ryan, what are you doing here, bro? You ain't dead, are you? No. But he might have had his arms and his legs blown off if he was acting. So, what? Oh, man, what on earth is that? Ryan Reynolds. Burt Reynolds. Well, that, yeah, you're gone, aren't you? Burt Reynolds died, didn't he? Burt Reynolds. Burt. You right, Burt? Oh, wow, Will. Will, are you watching? Will, you used to call me Bert, right? You right, Bert? How you getting on, bruv? How are you? I ain't seen you for ages. Are you Taurus? Can't remember. Did you know I speak to dead people now? But, I'm hearing Bert. Will Burton. Oh, wow. Will Burton. Burton. Wow, there you go. Burton. Jesus, man. People from school. But yeah. Burton. God, what's your name? Shit. Sorry. What's your name? Where'd you come from? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Cottenham. Someone's from Cottenham, Cambridge. Cambridge and Cottenham. That would be near me. But Burton. I'm hearing Burton. Joe. Joe. You alright, Joe? Are you getting on? But anyway, get on. Just get on. Sorry, when I'm channeling, you need to be in my head. For those guys that really have got no idea about me, live in my head with these messages that come flying through, right? It takes a special lot of people in order to understand. But the other lot will be like, oh, well, I want a generic cup and fish. All right. Well, you got a Cancerian that's going towards the Four of Wands, bluff, in order to say, I love you, Johnny. Right? So, there you go. You should be happy at home. Everything should be gravy. Everything should be cushy. Right? You love your partner. They go back and forwards towards their parents' house and they travel there quite a lot. But I definitely did hear apartment. So I don't know if you're apart from your mentor. Apart from my mentor. Well, so you always throw a 2 up in the air. Let's just throw a 2 in it. 4, 5, 6. So, well, really, it ain't making too much sense. You've got Libra energy here, roughly. There seems to be a lot of thinking and worrying. I'm hearing thinking and worrying and thinking and worrying and thinking and worrying and thinking and worrying. Worrying about furlough is also what I'm hearing. Furlough. Some of you really could be on furlough. But like, I'm hearing thinking and worrying, analytical, someone Anne or Annie, or is a nanny, because I definitely keep picking up my nanny, and they worry all the time, like the nanny is constantly worrying all the time, like, man, I am so worried about my grandchild, I'm so worried about my kid, I am so worried about my child, or like the mother, whichever way it is, I want to know about my grandchild, I want to know about my daughter, I'm hearing son, like I want to know about my son. And it's also involving a Leo, so the actual son, but family. And like, I'm worried about my son. I'm worried about my son. I'm talking about my son. I'm talking about my grandson. I'm talking about my grandson and my son, and my grandson and my son and my son and grandson. Let's just hope this person doesn't have a Scorpio placement. But well, now what am I doing, Taurus? Oh, Taurus. Oh, Jesus, bruv. Anyway. Moving on swiftly, something to do with talking about my son, talking about my son, talking about my son, talking about my grandson, talking about my son. Somebody is a worrywart. Someone just worries and 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 then worries a bit more about their son, their grandson, their son, their grandson, their son, their grandson. When's my grandson coming? When's my son coming? When am I going to see my son? When am I going to see my son, grandson? Honestly, I can hear it in my head. This person talks about their son. Their sun shines out their asshole. You know, you've got to be dealing with somewhere around Scorpio. Like I said to a lot of you, bend over, take a look at your asshole, bullet hole. Has it ever changed its appearance? No, unless you're going up it. Why? Because then it might slightly change. But sorry, I have an Aquarius dead house. I've got no filter. Right. But yeah, something to do with somebody's constantly knocking on someone's door, like, hello, can they come out to play? What? My kids. Oh, really? What? Or it's just constantly, I can hear this person constantly knocking on somebody's door, like constantly. Or you're in the door, out the door, in the door, or out the door. You probably do what I do, which is Ableton, make music, Angel Radio. Yeah, guys, listen, Terror Breaks, if you haven't heard it, just take a look at my music. You might like it. Angel Radio, it's on this channel and on another one. But, yeah. I'm hearing though that somebody constantly like, because this is screech the brakes, like just hold on a minute there, Jose, because I am starting to hear this no way, no way, no way, no way, no way, you can go your own way. There's somebody that keeps travelling back to their mum. they keep going back to their mum, like their mum and then their partner and their mum and their partner and their mum and their partner and their mum and their partner, and they keep going through. Now I don't know if this is an ex that I'm kind of seeing here, like a kid that keeps going back to and from other people, but get out your head of a third party. It doesn't always exist, right? Just this person, they have this, like their grandparents and their parents are obsessed about their children. So they're always worrying about where they're going, like where are you going? Now if these kids are like 10, 11, fair enough, right? But you get some parents that are obsessed about their kids even when they get older, right? So this person travels back to see the family, and that's why that 2's here. Because 6 of wands, 4 and 2 would also represent family, right? 6s. So you kind of got this that travels constantly back towards possible Gemini energy, Capricorn energy. There could, the person could be that, but they keep traveling backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, going like to see their partner, but their mum kind of thing. They spend a lot of time around their mother here, this person. But obviously, if you lot want to get into the old hatred part, and you're like, no, listen, I don't even like them. Well, then you need to join Patron and find out why you don't like them. Even though you should be able to answer that yourself. But at the moment, you really should. But the rest of your reading for your weekly goes over to Patron, only on the full access bundle. I know this is only 3 cards, but generally what you will get more is more channeling, more reading, more cards, clarified to you what you've got coming up. I can tell you that it starts from the 20th, but however long time is, because it doesn't end, physical time, because it doesn't end, those messages can relate to past, present and future. But it would more than likely start from when I put it out, which is, I do it, put it out 19th. Okay, 20th, sorry. But yeah, so we do that, clarify it, and then we're going to look into your partner. Okay, what's going on with your partner, their thoughts and their feelings. If you've got cheating, lying, hating, hatred, money, other people, family, blah, 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 I try to work out all those messages for you. I know this may not have been too much of a flavour, but I do kind of like really start to look more of the cards and what they mean when over there. Okay, but if you want to join, take a look, you can, but it's on the full access bundle and a plethora of other readings that you get for your money, Janai. So you've got yearlies, you've got weeklies, bi-weeklies, love interests, you've got singles, couples, I think is over there. I change it up all the time. At the moment we're doing weeklies and monthlies. Okay, but like I said, you'll get your reading, clarified, other person, thoughts and feelings. Okay, thanks very much for sticking in there through that, Taurus, and I will hopefully catch you over on Patreon.